Tabs, did you see this Natalie Cannoli thing? I know it's in your notes, but there was this girl on TikTok who went all about how she is trying to make contact with her sister after her sister made it clear that she wanted to go no contact.
Correct. I do know this.
So I watched this TikTok video, and she goes, and hey guys, how you doing, by the way? She goes, she's just being all nonchalant about it. Like, my sister's no contact with me and the family, but you know what? That's what sisters do. I'm gonna force her. Pretty much, I'm gonna force her to continue talking. So my question was gonna be to you, if you saw that video, and is there anybody in your life, or have you ever had to go no contact with anybody before? And have they, like, how did they respond to it? Like, did they try to force the contact with you again?
So, gosh. I had to go no contact with my own father for a while. Oh, wow. So he respected that no contact until he wrote me a letter. And I got really ticked off by the letter, and I wrote a letter back. And I guess the way I wrote it was so filled with passion of my opinions and perspectives of how things went down as to why I went no contact. He ended up writing me another letter that was a genuine apology that allowed me to start to allow him to apologize.
Yeah.
And but I have gone no contact. I'm a believer in no contact. I don't think that family you are required to be in people's lives, whether you share blood or not. I do not. Just because we have the same DNA does not mean you get to be in my life if you treat me poorly, if you are toxic, if you are mentally abusive, or any of the reasons that would do harm to me. And I think that everyone has a right to choose who they allow into their space and who affects their peace. And if you negatively affect them, then remove yourself. Exactly. That's completely healthy and appropriate. And people who don't respect that are typically ill themselves.
Yes, it was this girl, Natalie Cannoli. I don't know if that's her real name, but that's the name that I had on here. She was pretty much labeled the bully.
Oh, she's a bully.
Yeah. And
there's no way to get around that.
She was all nonchalant about it. What about you, babe? Have you ever had to go non-contact with like anybody, like a family member or friend or anything like that? Any example you can think of? Not really?
No. I mean, I've had friends over the years where we just didn't talk to each other, but it wasn't really a no contact
situation.
Don't speak to me. It was just
I had
took
to
a break
go,
or whatever, mutual, just with unspoken.
Yeah.
But I don't have. I mean, I see the videos and I get that, especially for some people's peace. Like, if that's what you need to do, then people just need to accept it. And also, when I see some of these videos, sometimes you have the other side who maybe finally goes, all right, cool, I get it, I'm sorry, I'm working on myself, I'm whatever, really feels bad. And the other person goes, good, I mean, thank you, but I still don't want to talk to you
Correct.
anymore.
Yeah. And that's perfectly okay.
They've said they accept it, I get it, I just don't want to go back. I don't want to try again. I'm okay. And people have to be able to accept that as well. You can apologize and you can be genuine and you can be changed genuinely. But that doesn't mean the other person has to be willing to say, okay, cool,
no one has a right to be in your life. No one has a right to be affected. I don't have a right to be in my own children's lives once they become adults and they are living their life. It is a privilege for me to get to be in their lives, and they deserve the same respect. Yes, they deserve the same respect that I would want for me. And if my own children are disrespect me in a way that hurts me, I will remove them from my lives if I need to. If there's no way to create a safe place for me to exist.
For me.
I mean, and
I saw you looking at me like I'm not going to push the button.
I see sometimes too where it's. You see like both people online, and the outside perspective sometimes seems to be like, you both seem like you're a problem.
Oh yeah, you could be toxic for each other,
right?
For sure.
And
Johnny and Amber.
Maybe they each separately get along well in their lives with others.
Yep.
And I feel like sometimes you just have to be able to say, while I feel I'm right and you feel you're right, we're just going to have to agree to not be
correct. Why many marriages end?
Not do anything with each other anymore because it's just the way it is.
Well, unless you want to just be friends with benefits.
No.
The only time I've ever had to go like the only person of significance that I went no contact with was like one of my childhood friends, like through middle school and high school. Dude that I thought I was gonna be friends with for forever, but when with my ex wife when I was getting married, I asked him to be my best man, and I told you the story, right? I said I want you to be a groomsman, and he was like, cool. He accepted it, and then like a couple of days later, he said that Chris, I'm not comfortable with because if I'm the groomsman, don't I have to like do the ceremony? Don't I have to walk down the aisle with one? I said, yeah, with the maid of honor. Yeah, you're gonna have to walk down the aisle, and you go to my side, she goes to hers, and that's pretty much it. She goes, yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. Can my wife, which she called his wife, but it was just his girlfriend because he was still legally married to somebody else at the time. He goes, can my wife, can she be the maid of honor? And I saw, because I'm not comfortable walking another girl down the aisle.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Exactly. I was like, this is not a date. All right. This is my.
You're literally just walking down an aisle for 5 minutes at max.
Yeah.
And you stand opposite each other.
Exactly. And you're looking at me the whole time, pretty much, right? So I told him, and guys, if you've ever been in a situation, if you ever had to go non-contact with anybody, let me know in the chat. Give me see that story about when you've ever had to. Who have you ever had to go no contact with? I want to hear that story. Now I'll shout you out in the chat. But yeah, I had to go. After that, we haven't spoken pretty much since, and it's been a while. I've spoken to probably his brother, who I never really got along with. Yeah. Because me and him weren't in the same friend group.
That is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard, by the way. Fully bizarre.
But yeah, that's I had to go no contact for the stupidest reason, but that was it. I don't know, no contact. I mean, yeah, I fully endorse it. I had another one, but I'll skip that one, guys. Let's get right into the show. I just want to get you guys' thoughts on that, because I'm gonna splice that little video with this conversation, because that woman was ridiculous.
She was insane.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I mean, she was laughing the whole time. That's what sisters do.
Do you know she legitimately sounds like she could cause some serious harm? Like
I thought you were about to say wars.
No. Well, in her family, it seems, but. She sounds like she could actually cause harm. She does not sound mentally there. Yeah. She's just...
Yeah. We've seen some, not this particular girl, but some videos where it's family members and they're like not getting what I'm saying to you. So it's like, then the other person who's, saying, I don't want them to talk to me. It's like, like they showed up at my house. They've
so weird.
What I would consider breaking in, because they think they're fine because it's family and it's okay. Not. But I've told them I don't want anything to do with you, and they're not getting it. They're like, why would I told them I would call the police or whatever, and they're like, why would you do that? Your family
doesn't matter.
And they're like, because
you don't listen. You don't follow the rules,
and we don't. Like I told you,
why people think that they get to impose on other people's lives in a way that does them harm, and they say no. It's like it's the concept of when someone doesn't want a sexual act with you and you say no and you keep going, that turns into something really bad. People do that emotionally. And that's not okay. When someone says it's inappropriate and wrong, no matter if you feel it's inappropriate or not or wrong, you leave them alone. That means no. No means no, guys.
No. Yeah. What did Ronald Reagan's wife say? Just say no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they prefer to listen to that other slogan from the 80s. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Get your ass put in jail.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, guys, you guys ready to start the show? Yeah, you ready? Yeah. Are you officially ready to get? I'm putting Tabatha's in the hot spot today. So, all right.
We going?
Yeah, we're gonna get it officially. Get it on. So, all right, let's get the show started, guys. All right. Let's do this. And